Hello, tubers. Anyways, I'm gonna give you guys a little seminar here on safety gear. For me, it's the Detroit River. I live on the Canadian side, but I do fish both waters. And even though they're international waters, there's different regulations on both sides. So I'll give you guys a little one-on-one on things that you need. Boat, like there's a lot of people out there who boat and think they know, but they don't know what you actually need. We got pulled over this year. And fortunately, everything on the boat was good. There's one little thing that he said he could have got me for, and that was not having a ladder to get back on the boat. He said my sides were high enough on the boat. If they're more than 18 inches from the water, then you need a ladder. I said, well, you know, the where the motor mounts, the transom, it's within 18 inches. And he said, yeah, you're right. That's why I'm letting it go. But he rose a good point, you know. Have a little ladder on the boat. You fall over, I mean, if you're by yourself, you want a way to get back in that boat. So that's one project I'm going to do this year is I haven't figured out how I want to do it yet, but I want to get a good ladder built for the back of the boat. Maybe even have one welded up out of steel. I'm not sure yet. The other thing you gotta have, I mean, it's all standard stuff. You guys probably know this already, but you gotta have an anchor. You gotta have 100 feet of anchor rope. You should have your registration on your boat. A copy of that. You gotta have 50 feet of floating throw rope. All your life jackets. So here's the thing. We're actually on the Detroit River, so we're on international waters, which really doesn't mean anything to either side. So yeah, I fish both sides of the river. I gotta have an American fishing license and a Canadian fishing license. But when it comes to the boat, on the Canadian side, they want to make sure that your life jackets are registered and certified by the Canadian Coast Guard. And when you're on the U.S. side, they want to make sure that when I'm on the U.S. side, they want to make sure that our life jackets are U.S. certified over there. So you got to have, you know, if you take 4 people out fishing, you got to have 8 life jackets on the boat. You got to have 4 Canadian and 4 American. Fortunately, when I got pulled over, I was on Canadian waters. I only had 4 Canadian life jackets on the boat, so we're good. They're certified. But for next year, when I go on U.S. waters, I'm gonna have to have 4 U.S. life jackets too. Yeah, you need to have a bailing device, manual bailing device. You gotta have some kind of a sounding device, so a whistle. Oh, here's the other one. It could be one. So, anyways, you gotta have a flashlight on the boat, which I do. But the kit that I have comes with a flashlight. Comes with a bailing device. It's all in one, and it's in the plastic. It's got your floating throw rope. You buy it at Canadian Tire, $25, $30, or Happy Days Boats or Island View. You buy it at any of those places. But anyways, what you don't know is they got to be operational. So he said, let's see your flashlight. So I pull the flashlight out, and he goes, oh, turn it on for me. So he must see these kits every day. I go turn it on. There's no batteries in the flashlight. So anyways, he could have got me on that too. My buddy Chris, what about my phone's got a flashlight, you know? And he said, that doesn't count. But anyways, so you gotta make sure you have that flashlight in there, and you gotta make sure that it works. Make sure you got batteries in it. If your boat's over 19 feet long, you need flares. Or if you're fishing the lakes, you gotta have flares. The river, you supposedly don't need flares. Anyways, I got flares on the boat, so we're good to go. That's pretty much. Oh, somebody's horny. Make sure your boat has everything. And also look, I mean, look at what waterways you're running in to make sure you're not in a no-wake zone. Or, I mean, there's a spot I fished for years, probably 20 years, over in Michigan. And I just realized that if you're within so much distance from shore, it's a no-wake zone there. I've been running that for 20 years, so I take it I got lucky. You know, you gotta read. There's maps out there. You Google this stuff, it all comes up. Just Google no-wake zones, Detroit River, and you know what? It might take you a half hour to go through all the garbage to get to where you want to be, but you'll find the right map, and it'll show you all that stuff. But do your homework before you fish new waters, because you got to understand these OPP and DNR and all them, they got to hit a quota. So when they go in the water, they go for a day. They're going to be, you know, they'll try and work with you and be generous, but at the end of the day, they got to hit a quota too. I mean, so they're going to look to get a few tickets out there, but just make sure you're good to go. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. The one other thing I forgot too, on the American side, you gotta have a floating throw cushion, they call it. So you gotta have one of those too. Just a life jacket or a floating throw rope doesn't count over there. So make sure you got that floating throw cushion. And like I say, I'm sure I missed stuff, and you guys will let me know in the comments, which is cool. Anyways, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Don't want to see anybody get a ticket out there. And yeah, go from there. Cheers.